Welcome back to some of the most professional StarCraft 2, the DreamHack Atlanta 2022 semi-finals. The two best players in all of Korea battling it out. Let me first introduce, not the player we deserve, but it is the hero we need right now. The smiling assassin, looking to once again take a series back off of, well, the most storied, accomplished, and terrifying player in all of StarCraft 2 history. The man, the myth, the Maru. They've gone back and forth lately. Hero denying Maru the G5L, his GSL championship. And then Maru next season taking it back, defeating Hero, and then also playing against Ragnarok in the finals. Hero was not in the finals. Ragnarok was, much to Ragnarok's dismay. Yes, it took a whole 70 seconds to dunk on Ragnarok, but he's not here. In fact, no Zergs. Where are you going with that? Yes, no Zergs means that you can be a little more creative with where you expand. Or a lot of more creative, as Hero just dives immediately. Game 1, Stargazers. He goes for gold. Well, he aims high. That is... Well, that's quite a gamble. Will Maru scout it? It's something you really should look for. It costs you almost nothing to scout around the map, even if you're waiting for the first Reaper. The thing is, even if he does scout it, will that matter? And of course, if he doesn't, that definitely will matter, because that gold base, you're able to mine... Is this the full gold? No, 6 patches as opposed to 8. The advantage of the gold base is that you mine 7 minerals at a time instead of 5. Which means you can get full saturation and get the maximum amount of minerals from a base with 40% less workers. You only look at about a dozen workers here instead of 18. So you kind of get an income boost. Even though it's the same amount of resources per patch, you get a slightly more temporary income boost, which is more than enough to propel you into a winning position, especially at this level. And unlike most gold bases, it does have a double gas here. I guess the one on Cosmic Sapphire does as well. For a while, the trend was to not have it, but... Well, Maru gets in. He's gonna see a Twilight Council. And if I'm Maru, I'm thinking DTs. Alright? I'm thinking this nerd, this pathetic Protoss is DT rushing me in the DreamHack Atlanta semi-finals. This is America, okay? And I'm gonna build a Raven. He's going with the fun. What? He went for the tech lab for Banshees? He doesn't even think it's DTs? I would have thought it's DTs. You know what? I'm not Maru. How does he know? How does he know? He didn't see the other guys. How does he know it's not DTs? This is madness to me, honestly. You see a Twilight on one base with one gate. There's hidden base. There's DTs. I guess one base blank, but he's not building... And it is DTs! So... It's blink... What is this madness? Maru... I think Maru's figured it out. He knows. He knows. Yeah. Yeah, he sees it. Now the question is, what do you do about it? Because he doesn't have nearly enough units to actually pressure it, especially against any amount of blank stalkers. He does have Cloak Banshees, so it might end up being the Cloak units from Maru that make the difference. Stalker going deep, blinks out. He's waiting for 2 Banshees to be able to burn through any shield batteries, which is a good precaution. I think Hero is realizing the weakness here. He's got his Robo on the way, but with 2 Banshees, he pre-cloaked. Hero's in the main. What a start to the series. These two trying to outmaneuver, displaying the map as opposed to the matchup. And we are getting the true experience. He could just go. Is he gonna go? He's the Cloak Banshee scouts the Dark Shrine. Ah, yes. Cloak and Dagger. A Terran versus Protoss story. Where are you going, probes? To the natural for now. The Banshee will actually run out of energy. The second Banshee pre-cloaked. It helped drive back. The Blink Stalkers, which have now made their way back to deal with the first Banshee. He's going DT Blink. Yeah, why not? Sure, obviously. One gate. Oh, he has 3 gates. He built another gate down here. He's got 2 gates on the screen. I could have counted that. Every flavor of Blink. We now have a Raven from Maru, who has obviously scouted the Dark Shrine. Yeah. Third base on the way for both sides. We got the Nexus finishing up at the natural for Hero. And in the main, a command center for Maru. Charge is done for the Zealots that I assume will eventually exist. 3 DTs are warping in. Blink is Shadow Stride. Sorry, not Blink. Shadow Stride. It's different. It's cooler. It's edgier. Okay. It's Gamer Blink. I don't know. That just sounds mildly offensive and poorly marketed. DT Blink, the upgrade that on paper to most players sounds like the most OP thing in the world, but actually ends up being one of the biggest gambles a Protoss can make, is the first significant upgrade invested in this series. So if that doesn't set the tone, well, then I'm gonna need a new tuning fork, because at this point, I have no idea what the plan is. Maru's trying to get back to sanity, snap back to reality. He's got a 3rd command center, 5 Raxes, and a reactored starport. But the Blink DTs come in and make everything that much more difficult. The Raven's here, though. Oh, he might be able to blink 1 away over that mineral wall. Raven, more than enough. Gonna have to keep that intact, but despite our best efforts, we're going to end up in a macro game. We've got Armory as Maru looks towards 2-2. He's already got the 1-1 finished up. Robo Bay finishing for Hero with his 2nd Robo at the front of the natural. The gold bay, by the way, Heroes just had this gold, though Maru has had a comfortable 2 going on 3 bases of mining, so he's been able to match it. A single Blink DT into the natural mineral line. Shadow Stride, there you go. Shadow strides away. And striding is definitely what DTs do. Oh no, the stim. A little slow. Hero blinks back. Is there any splash damage to deal with this? You gotta keep scampering away. Those dudes are very angry, and they have a lot of stim packs. Are they related? The scientists have found no correlation between stim packs and anger. And also research on the subject has been banned in the Dominion since Manx took office. Hero. Blink Stalkers, so looking to cut off some reinforcements. Hero is expanding despite the army with way more supply knocking on his door. The Raven has full energy, a wide array of options here. Could scramble the Immortals. Those force fields do not help Hero. They make it that much easier. Cloak, Banshee gets involved. A single shield battery might have to see an overcharge. This is a very dicey scenario. Hero is expanding despite, this is actually too much army supply. And a lot of charge lots warped in. A big gamble here from Hero. Assuming Maru wasn't paying attention. He just runs back with his army, and Hero taking the initiative, but the Banshees and Widow Mines taking a big bite out of the Protoss army as well. The charge lot slicing through the reinforcements. Maru turns around, hits the stim, drops the turrets, and makes Hero retreat. At the same time, though, Widow Mines work both ways. Widow Mines hitting the SCVs. Still a couple of them. One slams into a Colossus, stripping the shields and a few health points. Extended Thermal Lance is done, but there's nothing left to hit Observers at a premium. Despite the double Robo, still those 2 Widow Mines, the Gatekeepers here. And the Robo Keepers, depending. Well, 4 sentries being warped in as Hero looking to press the issue before Maru is able to rebuild. Scrambles 1 Colossus. The sentries caught on the wrong side of history here. Interference Matrix gonna run out. The Raven is out of energy. 2-2 is not quite done for Maru, so he doesn't have a significant upgrade advantage. Force Field trying to lock in some of this bio, but the Concave is too damn good. Locks on to whatever he can. A few Vikings over the top gonna add a lot of damage. Those Widow Mines on the other side of the map, they hit a Colossus. The Colossus on half HP. Disruptor's on the way. Hero still, he's down 14 workers right now. The gold base is starting to mine out. Maru's just kind of ignored it, and it's worked out for him. He's just played his game and forced Hero to respond. But Hero is now knocking on the door with 4 Colossi, a couple Immortals underneath, but not much else. The Concave is good. The Marauders have survived the initial fight. The Stutter Step. Viking still doing damage. Even the Raven still intact. Widow Mine's finding connections, and Hero plummets to 100 supply. He loses a few more SCVs. But guess what? He holds, and he holds strongly as he's got 2-2 done, a 3 upgrade advantage. Widow Mine still, oh no, he target, no! Oh, it's a disaster for Hero. A fifth of his economy from a long-range Widow Mine at the very edge of the range. Maru, he knows where his biscuit is buttered. And some solid Minecraft plays have gotten him this far. Oh no. Hero's army doesn't have the upgrades and doesn't really have an... Oh! Disruptor actually took a hit, but... Colossi Dorito dusted. There's not enough anti-air to protect them. What? Oh, I think they hit an observer there, but... Only a single Colossus. Anti-armor missile. Making things even more vulnerable as Maru closes in. +2 is done for Hero, so at least he can compete somewhat. A few DTs. It's getting desperate from Hero, though. Maru has consolidated his position. He's got the upgrades. He's got the unit composition. And he's got Widow Mines, most importantly. And, oh god, another Widow Mine hit a Colossus! Or at least it splashed on it, it's unclear. And he's shooting his own Stalker to death to kill it. And believe it or not, Stalkers cost literally twice as much as Widow Mines. And just think of the mental damage. There goes a ghost. He blinks away. The scan, not gonna catch him. The DTs, they started this hectic battle not too long ago, and they're the only thing keeping Maru busy enough to keep Hero in the game. Oh, he's working those blink DTs for everything he can. This is awkward. Uh-oh. Well, at least it only hits gateway units, I guess. There's a lot of ghosts with Maru's army here. Oh, God. And here comes Maru from everywhere. He arcs out. Disruptor slams into a handful of ghosts. Great hits on the fadeaways here. And that is going to keep Hero intact for now. But the Vikings are chasing. EMP lands across the Raptors. Force fields try to bar the way. And will succeed for now, but this base is barely worth protecting anymore. We've got some random Raptors, but one comes in from the top. In the bushes there, and he catches him off guard. Another shot trying to curve past the Zealots. The Disruptor count has gotten maybe too damn high. And Maru actually struggling to finish it off. He's built a lot of Vikings. But the Colossi have been rendered obsolete. The Disruptor's the upgrade here, not the replacement. And with a handful of Disruptors always at the ready, this army is not looking nearly as strong. Maru, though, continues to press the issue that he rebuilt the pylon on the... I like how throughout this, he brought a probe over and rebuilt the pylon at the get. The probe! The probe! Somehow the probe... If I stand very still, they won't notice. So that's how they do it. Disruptor shots, full broadside. Find some decent connections, the rest dodge into the medevacs, but guess what? But wait, there's more Raptors! Still though, DT's in the mix, EMP lands, planetary still intact. Most of the units are in the medevacs. But Maru, a bit of a ham-fisted response to Hero's surgical strike. What am I watching? I don't know. The planetary hitting the gate. EMP is on the Ruptors, but 2 shots gonna ward away. Oh, Widowmine still connecting. He fires out 2 more to knock him out, and Hero is grinding through and keeping the initiative somehow. Is that probe still? How? How? I don't... The gold base is nearly mined out. The gas as well. Only a few hundred left in each. Hero is now at 74 workers against Maru's 69, which is nice enough in order to maintain his economy and, in fact, to max out with 130 or so army supply, which more than equals Hero. But he hasn't built a single Liberator. He's got a couple in production right now. Those are going to be the decider. Something to zone out the Disruptors. He's got a bunch of mines, but the Disruptors, relatively easy pickings on that. Ooh. Finds a connection on 2. Maru arcing around. He's looking for whatever he can get. The planetary. Hero covering fire. Fires the shot. Center mass. More shots. Target fire's good. He gets every Ruptor. The Stalker's recall. But Maru is doubling his supply. Quadrupling his army supply. And looking very good in game number 1. A handful of Zealots. Not going to be nearly enough to challenge a planetary. The Disruptors could not fire quickly enough. The Marines and Marauders more than fast. There's nothing left here to really challenge Maru. A bunch of gateway units. The Disruptor count that Maru has had to take very patiently has been reset. The unit count, oh, that's going to be it. There's nothing left here. It's been a hectic, chaotic game, and it ends almost as abruptly as it began. Couple Disruptors, ain't gonna be enough. There's as many ghosts as other bio units. Maru takes game 1. Wow. All right. That was certainly an opener there. Hero with the gold base into blink blink. And then Maru just cloak Banshee against what looked like one base, but I don't. Thing is, I love what Maru did. I love how Maru responded to Hero's gold base, which was not at all. Okay? He just said, you know what? Actually, I don't care. Like, this isn't going to help you enough to counteract the fact that I can establish 3 relatively safe bases. Hero never really... he never found that massive production spike you usually try to get with the gold. What am I watching?
Denied.
I guess not. that Hero. He knows Maru a little too well. The Macarex. Not happening. Maru doesn't even bother. What an awkward cancel timing, too. Like, it was... He goes for the NG Bay block, which feels like a bit petty here. Oh. Yep, well. There goes the SCV. The probe getting chased down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah, I think that was Maru saying, well, I got this SCV out here. I gotta try something. Overall, not the idea. A bit of a false start for Maru out of the gate. As Hero just kind of... This isn't really a Reaper wall. I get it's like a Reaper scout. I'm not sure. Like, you guys know by now. My pet peeve is the Reaper walls that end up not even blocking the Reaper if they do anything, and then being a liability later on. But I'm not sure how I feel about, like, Hero. I guess it's a scouting pylon. It's a lot less vulnerable from the low ground, but I'm going to reserve judgment. Okay. I haven't decided how I feel about this yet. Well, probe is found. in typical probe location, which is hiding, skulking. I apologize, the correct word was skulking. Behind the natural. I don't think Hero noticed the Reaper there. Now we're gonna see one of the more awkward fights, which is an Adept versus multiple Reapers, which either side could easily lose this fight, or they could just run away. Neither side can realistically commit because both of them move way too quickly. All right, so well, here we go. So all of Maru's units outrange Heroes, but the Adepts are way tankier and do way more damage per hit. So, oh, well, there's still that, oh, he gets the Reaper. Now the awkward part here is, there's no other units for Maru. Is it just gonna be a gateway? For Hero, he has 400 gas. I don't know why there's a pylon here. It's just for building. I guess he's just gonna build some units off it. I get. Why not? Why not? Okay. Well, this is awkward. Maru just doesn't have any units. That is kind of what. Hello. This is kind of what happens when you delay your barracks by like 30 seconds. Between canceling it and the probe delaying it slightly, and now we have another slightly more advanced version of the fight, which is Stalkers versus the Juggleback. Where both sides. Oh, you gotta be careful. The SCVs could easily box in the Cyclone. Hero has a lot of units here. Is he gonna siege that up? The command center's at half HP. Hero's getting a Dark Shrine and Charge. And a third. He saw the options on the menu, and he said yes. It's like, yeah, I'll take it. No, sir, you're supposed to... Nope. Sure. Charge. He's warping in Stalkers. He's up to 9 Stalkers. He's getting Charge. So you can tell where he wants to go. But he's making sure he has the Stalkers here. I get the Charge against... Oh my god. Hero has... it's not just one number. At this point, Hero should be trying the Powerball. He's got all the numbers. He spots the medevac. He was setting up to be scouting for exactly that. He sees it as it moves out. Wow. Hero, last game, Maru kind of figured out Hero quickly enough to recover, but this time, Hero has preemptively countered. He's going DT Blink again! It's just like a normal build! Oh god, the ladder's gonna be a nightmare. He just got a DT! There's a Raven! You can't just come back here! You come back here! Well, okay. The DT hunting squad. Hero is preemptively, he's positioning Stalkers to snipe any medevac or Raven that tries anything. Wow, look at the map vision right now. He knows the map is dark and full of Terrans. But not anymore. He saw that, right? That was a Marine. Yeah. Doesn't want to waste the DT on it. And a big part of this for Maru, he went 3 CC. He's going for the Ultra Greed. Oh my god. There's a hallucinated Phoenix that scouts it and also gives vision for the DT to blink into the main. What a smooth criminal here. Oh, that was so slick. Oh, not only did he scout the medevac, but he just a split second in the... Yeah, okay, he has a Raven. It gets countered, but still, that was Hero just making moves right now. Also, there's this contentious spot of the map where you can blink just over the top. Maru, stand very still. It doesn't work. They've adapted. But was the DT even there? Another hallucinated blink. Whoop. Oh my god. God. Wow, those Marines are not having a great time. It dies, but wow, those DTs. It must be terrifying to be a Marine. Just your comrades, just spontaneous disembowelment. Those are not great words. Both in general, because they have too many syllables and they scare me, and independently, because, you know, words. Hero has such map control. Alright, Maru. Maru is going for the... If I can get kind of close to 200 supply, maybe my army can just beat yours. And you know what? Maybe. That is the plan right now. There are 4 charge lots in there. Warp Prism. Oh no, he doesn't have vision on the corner. Oh, he just like crept up there multiple tries. Yeah, there's the Ghost Academy, but perfect timing. And here are the charge lots. This is perfectly scripted here. Not in the planned out way, but just in the I know everything that's going to happen because I've been so far ahead for the entire game kind of way. But it is Maru. And look at the supplies. Hero has not yet... How many gates? He's at 10 gates. Okay, his supply is going to explode. He's at 76 probes. It's about even right now, but that I think Hero will max out a minute quicker than Maru. Because he just has the production and the economy to back it up. But maybe I underestimate mules. Hero hasn't taken a risk. It is risky to not attack at some point. And that point is around 200 supply. So we'll see. We'll see how Maru handles this. Hero could very well be too patient. And Maru at 200 supply with Ghosts, Vikings, Widow Mines. That is a recipe for just losing your entire army before you can blink. And that was every pun intended. Alright, Hero. 2 Colossi in production, Gravitic Drive, Warp Prism Speed. Another Prism, trying to drag. He gets the Raven back. A few more charge lots, but the Widow Mine plus tank combination. Here comes the rest of the army. Oh my god! And it's gone! And it's gone! Wow! And Maru's up 35 supply. Well, that was not ideal. EMP plus tanks plus Widow Mines has made... Hero can refill and go again. Can he go again before the mines recharge? No. Maru has 3 command sensors on the way. He just needs to live. Hero has 5 bases. At what point do we see a Stargate? Hero? He's built... No! 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 Gateway man. 4 more gates. He's warping in 7 DTs. These are the only type of gates that mean anything to me. The Gatekeeper. Wow. He's going up. What is that going to be? That's going to be 16 gateways. Maru is nearly maxed, though. He has about the best anti-gateway army you ever could have. EMP, he doesn't have shockwaves. We got some DTs over on the left flank. Will he be able to blink on the turret in time? Oh, no. He lost everything before... Well, he killed the tanks. He's gonna hit the other side. The Ghost will be able to retreat. Raven's still intact. Hero trying to crack the Turtle Terran. But the shell is still well hardened. Yeah, that was a sentence. I'll see if Microangelo can... Nope. The tank count is high. The Liberators are being added in. The double siege... Hero. Hero. I know. I don't want to see it either, but I think we have to. You know what I mean. I think one more try, and then if he doesn't go Stargate, it is a reckless negligence. Oh, the scramble of the Raptor! EMPs across everything! Maru diffuses the situation, though he does lose the tanks. A scan. He doesn't have enhanced shockwaves. I think it does show on the EMPs. It isn't landing across the whole army, just most of it. Hero is now sitting on his 16 gateways, perfectly willing to just keep refilling and slamming Maru. And here we go. Oh, we got the Observer. Observer speed on the way, so that way he can fly into the Vikings faster. All right, Hero. Okay, it's time. He's looking for an angle, but Maru's acutely aware. Clocks in. EMP says no. The tanks and Vikings. Hero has lost. Wow. Over double. Almost double gas. Over double minerals. So many charge lots. We stray closer to Haz every day. He just keeps adding charge lots. Hero still hasn't built a Stargate. Or Archons, I might add. But maybe, like, if he does land a few Disruptors, the Disruptors knock out the Widow Minefield. That was doing a ton to take out the frontline Zealots. Without the Widow Mines, this gets a lot easier. Enhanced Shockwaves are on the way. Maru's going for 3-3. Hero already has 3-2. Fusion Core. How many command centers does Maru have? Maru has 7 orbitals. He's running out of space to build command centers. No, stop. You can't just keep building command centers. Like, at some point, just bank the money, Maru. Just... You don't need 10 orbitals. Maru doesn't care. It's like, I want 30 SCVs max. Oh, God. I mean, he killed a Liberator, but at what cost? He's shooting his own Colossi. The Colossi... What are you going to build? He's like, you should have been born as Disruptors. Heroes expanding to the bottom right here. Was that intentional? Like, he's down to 4. The Colossi are not doing a particularly great job of anything except making large targets. Ghosts are not light units, so Colossi don't do extra damage to them. So they're not particularly great at countering Ghosts in a straight-up fight anyways. So having 6 Colossi, really the only unit they do extra damage to are Marines and Mine. Stop building command centers, Maru! Oh my, he has a problem, okay? He's collecting more CCs than my mom on the Sears catalog, all right? Oh, wait, I'm gonna get 4% cash back. You spent 400 minerals on the command center. That's not saving money. At some point, you're just losing money. Hero is... if he takes an entire extra base than Maru, maybe he can afford it. But he's now lost... He hasn't lost that much. 13,000 total is not It's not even a full base of minerals. Overall. Rapid reignition thrusters. Wait, does he have advanced ballistics? Okay. If he got that before advanced ballistics. I mean, I'm a fan. Stop building command centers, Maru. He's gonna deal with this. That is a recall. All right, wow, and that's a lot of expensive units. Maru picks up, and he slips out. How does he get away with it? I mean, a lot of Marines died, but... Ghost Cloak about to finish. Vehicle plating. Nuclear missile! Ooh, disruptor shots find decent connections. Those liberators might need to be repositioned slightly. Maru agrees. Alright, the front line. The planetary wall. It's getting closer and closer to a campaign mission. He's walling off with planetaries. Doesn't get much more turtly than this. Nuke can help dislodge a lot of these static defenses, whereas the rest of the units will dislodge the less static defenses. The command center eats a hit. Anti-armor missile over half the army. DTs are gone. Hero, it looked like a great lead, but Maru has refused to die. He has aggressively refused. Nuke! Nuke! It's launched at the cannons. Probably the most reliable use here. High-sec auto-tracking on the way. Maru gonna try to take advantage, see if he has +2 ship weapons. He's two-shotting those stalkers, I think. I actually don't know if the shield upgrades help change that equation. But I know even with armor it does. Well, he's going in. EMPs, where are the Ruptors? EMPs over everything. Over everything. Hero is trying to crack the defenses. And he's barely taking a chip out of them. Alright, disruptors fire everywhere. The bio army's kind of cornered here. Oh, you got a ghost or two? How many command? Maru's at like... Okay, he's got 9 orbitals, 4 command centers. How many? 2 play... 13, 15! 15 command... Are there even 15 bases? Not that that's what they're for. Zealots dying to Ruptors. Oh, that shot's pretty good. The SCVs are here. Well, my Hero helping him out with his command center addiction. +3 shields on the way. Maru... Hero has 5k, 4k in the bank. Maru is barely keeping 200 supply here. So, like, at some point... Math. I know, scary.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
Hero refuses Stargate. He's gonna try this with the ground army. Here comes a full broadside! Everything! Anti-armor missile, though. Is there anything left underneath? Hero's army is gone. It's just a few disruptors, but those disruptors can take huge chunks out of... Yep, that's happening. Hero now has 20 gates. Is that enough? Has he finally found the number? 20 gateways, 40 supply, nuclear missile. Does he have... Can he see the ghost? There's a scan. He doesn't know where the ghost is. Are you serious? He saw the dot, I'm sure. But that'll buy some space for the Liberators to reposition and the Bio Army. Hero has now lost twice as much in minerals and 2,000 more gas. We're gonna try some charge lots, and actually without bio here, the charge lots can close the distance on the tanks. And Maru stretched a little thin. Charge lots finding some real purchase here. Liberator, siege up. Disruptors, command center down. Leaving Maru with barely double digits. Another scan, disruptors over the top. We get closer and closer to a pure Sky Terran army. He's at 3-2 air upgrades. The Vikings. I don't know if that Liberator... Oh my god, the Liberator shooting over the top. It's a little finicky with the actual air-to-ground distance when you go up and down. He's going to blink forward. Not too many Liberators covering this location. Disruptor shots flung out. Hero's starting to make a bit of a dent here. As Liberators, he's warping in 10 DTs at a time. It feels like it's a matter of principle at this point. The Liberator count is at 5. He's getting 3 more. The DTs will slice through the planetary. There's still 600 gas and a few hundred minerals. But Maru is quite literally running out of money. And it's been a very long road. But Hero might just be able to outlast him as long as... Okay, he has to be trolling. All right. As long as he doesn't lose all of his disruptors to a nuke. Which is not... It's a non-zero possibility. Ooh. I think we'll get there at this stage. But, oh, the mules will drop. The income... Hero is mined out of 4, going on 5 bases, I think. He blinks into the main. There's a couple orbitals there. There's not that much covering this planetary. Whoa, he blinks in, but the bioarmy... I don't think he saw the bioarmy beforehand. He picks up into the medevacs, redrops out. He got the liberators here. The main base is being eviscerated by the DTs. Hero is now mining from Maru's quote-unquote base. The liberators need to reposition here. They will. Disruptors covering. Maru's just running out. He's been holding on the whole game, but there's just not that many resources left. He doesn't have the minerals, he doesn't have the gas, and that's really all there is to it. Hero has fought a economically winning yet painful battle. This is it. That's the best anti-armor missile you're ever going to get. Especially who still has a Raven at this stage of the game. The disruptor shots, I can't even tell where the ground army is. Maru seems to have a bit of a better idea, but... Hero is actually out of minerals, but it's very difficult for Maru to know how bad it is for Hero. That was actually the last big warping for Hero, at least for a while. But Maru is now... Let's take a look at the income. 0. Yeah, that's not a lot. He's done it. Maru is flatlined. This entire game has been but at what cost? And apparently the cost was not too high for Hero. Maru taps out. Wow, there were no winners. Only larger losers. The only winners are the fans in that game, as Hero loses thousands more resources. Start to even out as Maru can't keep up the army supply anymore. Maru at no point was able to come across the map. Oh my god. Oh. And we're all tied up. 1-1 in this best of 5. Oh my god. Well, I can't answer. If you're going to ask the question, let me prompt you. Just to make sure. But if you're going to ask the question of how would you do it? Like, what would be the better option? Tempest? There's really not, like... The thing is... Vikings and Ghosts are very effective. Like, there aren't really any reliable late-game choices against someone with Maru's control. Because the Ghosts with EMP, Vikings being Vikings, Archons are just dead before they can even do anything. Like, maybe... it's Hero. Hero's the #1 Protoss in the world, and not by a small margin. He is the only Protoss who can reliably beat Maru. And Hero said, 20 gateways, 20 minutes. Hindsight might be 2020, but it's 2022, and this is how we're playing Protoss. And by the way, I'm just gonna say, Maru, maybe like 5 less command centers. He was running out of minerals at the end. And it wasn't because he didn't have command centers. Okay? He was very well set on the command center count, so... though, there were no great choices for Maru. He really needed to get one more base. He can beat one base of cost efficiency, but not two. Hero had a 2-base advantage. And, he used it. Yeah, and we're not even halfway through the series. I mean, I guess technically we could be. On paper, that could just be 40%. TVP is supposed to be the quicker match. Well. And that game started with Hero in Maru's base and Maru having no units. That's what happens when Maru has no units for like a full minute. Well, speaking of, Maru has no units, and here comes Hero. At least this time, Maru's expanding on the high ground. There's a Hellion in production. Well, on the other side, there's the Reaper doing damage. Never mind. Just dies. Wow, is he gonna lose the reactor? Oh no! Like, this is very bad. You can't just let them in. They're not. Some I assume are nice people, but these ones, they're murdering the SCVs. The reactor is a huge amount of the early game production. And here comes a probe as well. Like, Maru keeps trying the I just won't build units build. Hero's calling him on it. This is the closest rush distance of any map. Oh, here we go again. Stalker has joined the party. The SCVs have to get involved. And it's not like Hero is really put out by this. He does only have one gas, but he has 2 bases. He's got plenty of resources. Maru gonna go with the medevac micro strats. I mean, his options are already limited. Hellions do not really counter stalkers. It's not... well, here we go. Technically, Maru can dodge every hit with the medevac. Of course, the medevac can be hit itself, and it can't dodge. So, that is the big issue here. Well, he just kills it. Once again, we're trying to figure out exactly how much these early units are worth. Oh, he shuts the door, but another... He's trying to let that zealot through here. The repair's too late. Oh, no. He's targeting the Marines. The SCV's mineral walk to body block the Stalkers. Maru's in trouble town, though. It's bad. It's really bad. The tank will save the day, but this is way worse than last game. This is on 1 base, not 2. Hero went with the just punch him in the face strat. And so far, so good. Maru has his fancy, like, early production builds where I just dance around with a Reaper and have no units. And Hero's just calling him on it. Like, Maru has always been a very greedy player. It's just he usually gets away with it because his micro is so good. But Hero keeps hitting when there's literally nothing to micro. He's found those timings. He's slipped through and bashed down the reactor, and you can't micro nothing. Write that down. Put that on a tablet somewhere. Not an iPad, like in bronze. Puns intended. Well, I love the proxy pylon. Not like my entire strategy, my entire lifestyle revolves around this pylon. No, but he saw an opportunity and he went for it. He saw he would be able to do damage. and he decided to continue the attack. Where's the Dark Shrine hero? That's all we're missing. We're 2 for 2 on DT Blink. He's got a Prism, he's got Charge, he's got 14 workers. The income... A Templar Archives. Ooh. Never before seen. I imagine that's... Would he go for Storm? We'll see. The Templar are nice for... the Raven has been the real MVP. The Raven... Maru's Raven control. Just keeping it alive. He kept it alive for 25 minutes. Even some of the best pro players lose their Raven in the first fight. It's just so hard to keep it from wandering into its death. Even a feedback on the Raven, I think, would be worth a Templar. A scan spots the Templar archives. It sees everything that he really needs to know. Okay. So, he scanned everything. Does Hero care? Warping in a Templar. Hero once again keeping very good map vision. I think that is just an anti-Raven Templar. An ART. Art. Because Hero's an artist. No Storm. Adding an Archon. Here comes the army. Maru has put together a dangerous army. He's got the double drop. He's setting himself up for success. Despite starting from significantly behind. Hero has no upgrades, which means the bio army in small numbers and manageable numbers definitely can make the difference. Huge recall there. There is no blink, but he may just lose a medevac. Oh my god. He doesn't. The Raven's out in front, but it has full energy still. And oh my god, are the Archons stuck? No! This is half the reason you don't build Archons! Oh no! They're stuck! Oh, House Archons! Oh god, wait. Whose base is it anyways? So, there's Archons in both mains. Hero just warped in a bunch of charge lots and even some Templar. He's chased him all the way home over here. And, oh, cancels. Beautiful interference matrix. He can't unphase it, which means he's gonna kill the Prism. The Raven once again coming in incredibly clutch. But Hero has not taken any significant economic damage, though I'm taking emotional and mental damage from these Archons. Maru, though, like, this gateway-based army, he's getting Storm. I think Hero's realized he needs splash damage. Because Maru's going to have 1-1, and he's got 7 medevacs. This bio army can just stand its ground. He's juggling the Archon. He's first class service. He doesn't bother rearranging his base. He just juggles the Archons out. Alright, well, Storm is on the way. Are there 2 Templar in that Prism? Let me click on the... Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, it's gonna come down to those Templar. The hallucinated Colossus. There is a Raven still, but the Templar, the interference matrix is too late. The Storms will land. The Concave is actually amazing here, though. Does he have another Storm? He has another Storm. And that's the only thing. Oh, even then, though. The Raven's still alive for now. Huge warp in, but he gets one of the Archons merging. He doesn't know if there's any more Storms in that Warp Prism. We do, but he only showed 2 Templar. So just having the Warp Prism alive means that Maru has to respect it. He can't chase the Prism while the risk of Storm is there. You just, it's a recipe for disaster. Well, Hero starts his +1 attack. Maru is once again bottled up on 2 base, but he has the more dangerous army. Hero is only on 8 gates with 1 robo. He actually can't produce that many units at a time, so he can't really turn his economic advantage into a standing army that quickly. So Maru has a 3rd command center here. We don't mind, takes a chunk. Storm's looking good. He'll take, if he can get the Prism, that's well worth a few Marines, but... Ruptor's on the way. Bit more reliable with the Ghosts on the field. And somehow Maru has taken the supply lead. Hero has a huge income advantage, but does it in the end? Will it matter? The boys? Oh, free MPs. The Storm's gently caressing the Marauders. He snipes out. EMPs are good, but the Disruptors are everything here. Disruptor shot. Maru just stands. The Disruptor almost goes through it. He scrambles the other one! And where's the rest of the... Shield battery overcharge. Shield battery overcharge here, but he actually is out of range of the overcharge. EMP on both sides. Maru standing his ground. The Disruptors are cooling down. Some more at the back. More EMPs. He needs those Disruptor shots. Maru lost 16 SCVs in here. The Disruptors are back. Oh, the Warpins are in the wrong spot. Another Disruptor. The Disruptors were in the front. The probes are pulled. It's disastrous. Widowmine hit the Immortals. Maru's turning it all around. He has the better army. Hero needs a Hero Ruptor. And he just doesn't seem to have them. The Storms were not remotely enough. Storms are completely unreliable against this much sustain here. Hero is trying to keep it together. He had to pull 16 probes. They didn't even do anything. Maru, though, his army is thinning out. +1 is finally done. These Disruptors are wandering into the fight. He really needs to keep better care of them. A few Immortals on the back line. Another Ruptor shot. Maru has to retreat. That buys him time for the second Ruptor. Falls back again. Picks up. Dodges the shots. Loses 1 Ghost in the mix. Another Disruptor is out. A Warpin on the high ground here. But the Disruptor is targeted. He scrambled the wrong one! No! The curveball slams into the Ghost. The scramble missed the mark. Interference Matrix wasn't enough, but Maru's still battling. The Medivacs are entirely out of energy. The Disruptor hit. Takes another chunk. And Hero holds. Oh, no. Oh, it was so close. On both sides. Hero, once again, I think, getting a little too greedy. But Maru not quite able to crack. He took just too much damage. You cannot, like... if Maru had taken a little less damage, if he lost like 3 or 4 less SCVs, if he took his expansion 30 seconds quicker, I am terrified for Hero. You cannot... That was way too close for how far ahead Hero was. He got a little lackadaisical there on building up an actual army. He didn't have any upgrades, and he just kind of had no splash damage. They couldn't get EMP'd. But his main advantage throughout this series has been knowing what Maru's going to do before he does it. And that has served him well enough so far. Maru has not been able to do his game plan in pretty much any game so far. And that, for the most part, has meant Hero in control of the situation. I do, like, going for 4 bases when Maru's mostly stuck on 2, and without any upgrades, was a bit of a reach. With Maru sitting there with enough Medivacs to heal through Storm, oh my god. Oh, that was so close. That was the closest game so far. Maru's going back to basics. He's doing 2 gas opener. This has become the most standard. It's kind of a TVT style of making sure you have your tech early. It delays your command center a bit, but you have the threat of factory and starport units much earlier, whether it's Hellions, Banshee, or just like a quicker Cyclone. It gives you those options, and it may give Maru the initiative back in a series. It feels he's like a caged jaguar, okay? He keeps getting, as soon as you let him out, he comes out swinging. And Hero was almost mauled to death again. Reaper. Stargate. Hero has not favored the Stargate. Stargate has been a staple choice for most players, but Hero has avoided it until now. He had a religious avoidance on Inside and Out. That was some of the most aggressively not going Stargate one can do. That's like if you have three brothers, like Bob, Fred, and Greg, and you're like, I'd like to thank my favorite brothers, Bob and Fred. And that is how much. He didn't even build one. He didn't even, like, build one just to have an Oracle or something. No. He had unlimited money, and he did not build a Stargate, so... Alright, he kills the Reaper. Hero. Let's move those probes down. One of those is a builder probe. Okay, no. Gotta have the perfect number, which is kind of okay for... What is that a Void Ray? I'm sorry. It is. Uh-huh. Interesting. Now, why is it interesting? Like, so, a Void Ray just doesn't really do anything better than an Oracle or Phoenixes. The only real advantage is in supporting an attack, where it is more reliable damage. A lot of players will not... Well... Alright, well, here we go. It can be better against Cyclones, potentially, and Vikings. Yeah. He's gonna go. I bet Maru is going to be surprised, though I don't think he's gonna care. Like remember, game 1, he just found the gold base and he dealt with it. Okay, well those two adepts were away, and it gets hit by a mine. It's an absolute hecking disaster. Wow, this went horribly. This is about as bad as it could ever. You ran into a Widow mine and it's dead. All right, well, yep. Nope. Get the Tassadar out of here. That's enough of that. That did not go well. That was about... he lost every unit he could possibly lose for essentially nothing. Nothing. It was nothing. He killed nothing. He didn't... Oh my god. He didn't even see the mine beat. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. It's like watching someone tumble downstairs. They get up. They fall down another set of stairs. And then, like... they build a Void Ray, and then that Void Ray tumbles down the same stairs. Like, how do they do that? I don't know, but they somehow managed it. Void Rays fly. Not these ones! Yeah, that didn't work. Now what? So this is the almost polar opposite situation too. Pretty much the last two games. Wow. With Hero kind of... Well, here's the thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. Technically, Hero has done critical damage in the beginning of the game here. And he set the tone for the mid-game. Unfortunately, this time Hero's done that critical damage to himself. Leaving Maru in a decisive advantage. Yeah, like I could accept flying into the mine with the Void Ray because it's in a random spot. Like you're kind of he flew into it with the Phoenixes. Come on, like there's no excuse for that. He almost did it a third time. Now the question is, can he survive this? There's stim on the way. Maru smells blood in the water. And there is plenty of water since we are underwater here on Data C. He has an interference matrix for the Archon, if he wants it. Oh, that's a pretty good force fields there. And then the Widow Mines land. Where is he going to use that Raven energy? He slaps down some auto turrets. There goes an Archon. Is there an armory? No. Yeah, those are Marines. It's a Viking on deck. Yeah, it's bad. He's bad. He's super dead. Alright, game 5! Hero very happy he won game 3 here, I think, is the takeaway. Because if Maru did and then we had this one, then wow, that would have been rough. He gets a mulligan here. He's still gonna fight it out, but yeah, he's got a third on the way. He's got all his production up. He doesn't have that much tech, I guess, but Maru has come back from 20 workers down. He's now a base and 5 workers ahead, so the Archons are going to be a pain, but not so much so. And remember that they have no upgrades, so Raven's still hanging out. He's trying to grind through shield battery overcharge, very helpful with the Archons. He's still burning through it. He just scrambles the... Okay. Play him out. Winter, it's unprofessional to cast like this. Well, it's unprofessional to stay in the game, and Hero's still doing it. Look, he has like 4 charge lock counter. It killed 14 SCVs, which is pretty good. All right, GG. All tied up. And we're going to game 5. A bit of an awkward one there, for sure. Hero tried a Stargate, and I think we quickly learned why he does not favor the Stargate. Though, that's not the Stargate we're usually looking at. Game 5. The match point. Maru in the bottom left. Hero, who hopefully took a quick breather and reset. In the top right. The best Terran and the best Protoss. Rank 1 and 2 in Korea. And either a favorite in almost any match that isn't against each other. I would have put Maru as a slight favorite, like a 5 to 10% favorite going into this series. And that still may very well bear out. But the only weakness, I think, is Maru in the weekend tournaments, like DreamHack, IEM, where he doesn't usually have as much success as when he's able to plan for a few days to dismantle his opponent, like in GSL. But that was a dismantling, all right. Hero has taken the initiative in all his victories, and he needs to get that back now. Will we see a Zealot first? I think that's one way to... Right, that's probably the lowest hanging way to start things off. he does realize there's likely a Reaper building, as well as 2 gases, which means there's going to be no expansion to delay early, because Maru is going for that heavy tech play. He doesn't care. Let the probe launch. Okay, it's fine. Like, he knows you're going factory. No reason to hide that. Delay it at all. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. I hope you enjoy my commentary. I like to think my casts are less just another cast and more of a reaction video to some of the best StarCraft out there. And that gives me an excuse for some of the commentary. And hopefully it gives you an excuse to smash the like button and subscribe and ring the bell. I mean, we're this far in. Come on, wake up! It's been an hour, right? Something like that. It's not over yet. Hero shades across. And this actually has been one of the most action-packed series. There's a lot of hour-long series that every game has 5 minutes, like an Age of Empires game, where you just sit back and you build up and you make up some bullshit about the map for a while and how villagers work. No, they've been punching each other in the face from, like, the first couple minutes. And here we go again. That Reaper, the first one to get its face punched in. Adepts will shade by. Well, Reaper trying to micro. Succeeding, kiting back the Adept. Widowmine shows up. SCV next on the agenda. Widowmine trying to chase. Gonna play ring around the command center. Delays the command center. A huge deal at this stage. That Widowmine is... He might... Oh, wait. Alright. He knows the mine is there. He saw the mine. Loses one Adept. And, no. Oh, come on, hero. Oh, my God. Is he gonna do the dodge? Do the dodge. Come on. He's not even trying. So, if you let the Widowmine lock on with 1 HP bar left in the shade, you can dodge the Widowmine shot. Oh, he just... No, he will hunt him down. He's got a private jet over here, 3 Marines. We're going Adept hunting, boys. No stim. Oh my God, hero gets away. What a save. For now. What a save! He escaped. Oh my. And then he's coming back for more. I don't know. Here are the Marines again. Oh, and he's... Oh! I don't know how. You shouldn't be alive. The Adept is still alive. Wow. The slipperiest. The most slippest. Nope, that doesn't work. And then here comes the Widowmine drop. 1 mine to start. Is Blink done? Yes. So we can dodge it. Oh, he's juggling it. He's juggling it. Will he, won't he? Oh, the most he was looking away. Okay, calm down. Calm down. It's not that funny. There's nothing funny about Widowmines. True. You have to constantly relock on the Widowmine. What Hero did was I didn't even see it. Oh my God. There's nothing funny about Widowmine. Hero obviously didn't either, but now Hero has a bunch of Blink Stalkers into the base. There's no time. There's the tank. He just goes right on top of it. A second tank. Thank you very much. There's no more units for Maru. He's got an auto turret. It's just SCVs and a few Marines. What? Is he dead? Is he just dead? He has 9 Marines against 11 Stalkers. He just blocks into the main. Oh my. Well, a medevac's about to come out. On the other side, Widowmine's scampering in, trying to do some... Oh, now medevac gone. It's just gone. The SCVs are pulled from the natural. Hero ripping through the economy. The other medevac on the way back, they'll probably take it, not the ideal path. That gets taken out. There's not nearly enough here. One more tank, Blanc's in. Tank shows up, targeted down, 2 volleys. Marines don't do nearly enough damage to these stalkers. Oh, he keeps dancing around. He goes with the old strat. Hero with the just go effing kill him. Just kill him. Stop with that silliness. No more medevac micro. No more widow mines. No more Dreamhack finals for you, Maru. He blunks all over him, and it's over. It just kind of ends, just like that. How fitting that some of the most dramatic late game ends with one of the most decisive early games, as Hero cuts through Maru and cleaves his way into the finals. Well, that was certainly something. One of the most dramatic series I've ever seen. Hero takes the better end of it, though it felt like it could seesaw either way at any time. I hope you enjoyed. Check out this video or the illustrious people. And I hope you enjoy. I hope it made your day a little bit better. I hope to see you next time. Good luck, have fun. Stay chill.